Hi, it's Mindful Monday. Today it's Thursday. I believe in picking the moment, so to speak. So I've been asking myself, what did I learn this week that I feel has value, it's worth sharing, that perhaps would create an opportunity, an open door. So I'd like to share with you a phrase today that my mentor and friend Yvonne de la Flor shared with me. So we were talking and we were exploring those moments in time and in relationships where you feel reactive, and how there's that split second between the trigger and the reaction. And so in that split second, she invited me to pick a different path. And she invited me to say to myself, not today. And the more I surrendered to that idea of saying to myself, not today, I thought, what an empowering statement that is, to affirm to oneself that when I say to myself, not today, I'm not promising to never be reactive. I'm not setting as a goal for myself perfection. I'm saying in this moment, I make the choice, not today. So, of course, the universe gives me wonderful opportunities to practice not today. And I was combining that with something that came up in a mastermind meeting that I have with some other people. And we began exploring the idea of mirror work. And you may have heard of it in relation to mirror neurons. You may have heard of it in relation to the mirror of self-reflection, which was made known, so to speak, in the writings of Carlos Castaneda many years ago. So originally when the topic came up, I'm going, oh yeah, I know about mirror work. I was coming from the place of exploring the mirror of self-reflection. However, it became very clear very quickly that this kind of mirror work was something else entirely. That it was about that wonderful moment that occurs when the inner and the outer are connected. And I love the simplicity and the elegance of looking in the mirror and talking to one's reflection, talking to the outer, so that the conversation is created and arises from the inner, and it, with its words, it affirms and connects and celebrates the connection with the outer. So, for example, it could be something as elegantly simple as completing your day, and as you get ready for bed, you look in a small handheld mirror and you say to yourself, to your reflection, to your outer, we had a good day today. It's time for us to go to bed. It's time to rest. Whatever you desire to say to that outer manifestation of the inner you, instead of treating them as separate, mirror work allows you to connect them. And so my friend in our group said, well, you have a small mirror, don't you? And I'm thinking, no, I don't think so. Well, maybe somewhere. So I'm looking all over with my eyes, hunting for this mirror. And I don't have one. Which did not surprise me. It's not like I carry makeup around or anything like that. So to put on when I'm out. And so I've got my hand in a drawer, so I can't see what it's touching. I'm just, my hand's searching. And what do I find but this embroidered pouch? And when I take the pouch out, inside of it is a very small mirror, maybe 3-4 inches maximum in diameter. And the outside of it is all beautiful peacock blue. Little tiny mosaic squares put together to form a design. And the inside, there's little tiny mosaic glittering mirror-like surfaces around the mirror. And in the center was a small mirror. So it was perfect. So I had my first inner-outer conversation last night, and I was reflecting on that connection, the inner and the outer. So with the mirror work, it was today. Yes, do it today. And it was also an opportunity to grow in self-awareness, and when I felt myself being reactive, to be able to say, no, not today. I didn't commit myself to perfection. I didn't set myself up to say, oh, you never do what you say. Oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. I took a moment, and in that moment, I made a better choice. I found that so liberating to give myself that kind of permission, that it was okay to really create those moments, those windows of change and transformation, one thought at a time. So whether it's mirror work where you're connecting your inner and your outer, whether it's not today, where you're taking a moment, and in that moment you pause and you make a different choice. Both the thought, not today, and the mirror are tools. They're not guarantees. They are tools that I can use when I choose, that you can use when you choose, that can support you to be even more connected, that can support you to be even more grounded, that can support you to be even more responsible. And I realized I could tell from the flow of the fountain that a hummingbird had come to take a wee bath. And that's kind of exciting. He's over in the lemon tree now, just about 3 or 4 feet away. I love this time of day. It's maybe a couple of hours before sunset. And so everything in my garden, that it faces west. And so it's bathed in that wonderful glow that comes late in the afternoon, where everything is golden. And it is as if the world's settling in and settling down and taking a pause. So tonight I invite you, if you choose, if it speaks to you, find a little mirror, put it by your bed, and connect your inner and outer self before you go to sleep. Doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Doesn't have to be eloquent. It doesn't have to be anything at all, but a moment where the inner and the outer come together in mutual recognition. And if you happen to have a reactive thought, you can always speak to yourself and say, "Not today," and create an opportunity for even more change tomorrow or the next day or the day after. Isn't that the magical property of living? Nothing is set in stone. You can, if you choose. There are tools available to you, simple tools. They don't cost money. They don't cost anything but awareness, focus, and a desire to change. Have a great evening.